this show was stacked from top to bottom, and it was surprisingly jam packed. Right, they fit segments in that we didn't expect. The Taz and Cody thing came out of nowhere. I mean, there was stuff on this show that was just surprise after surprise after surprise. So it's hard this week picking a top performer. SPD, did you struggle as much as I did? Who was your top performer of the week?
I did struggle, and it could have been 10 different people for 10 different reasons, but I have to give my top performer to John Silver, man.
Wow.
Yes. Johnny Hungy. Johnny Hungy. So
that's
reason
awesome.
being, as like I talked about earlier, is, being a huge, I hate to cross compare brands, but Daniel Bryan fan, I saw a lot of that kind of style in him with those aggressive kicks and just like, that the mean streak he can go on. And he's very strong in the ring. He's very underrated, I feel like, too. And, I'm happy to see him on TV. And he's just silver equals gold to me. And I think he's got a bright future on many different platforms and levels. And he is my top performer of the night.
I can't argue with that. The character work that John Silver's putting in is truly star-making stuff. I mean, we've talked about it at length. The guy is phenomenal at entertaining people. He's willing to do anything it takes to put on a show, put a smile on somebody's face. I think that that's a rare thing in today's day and age. Yeah. And Daniel Bryan being your all-time favorite wrestler, that speaks a lot. That speaks very high praise. The guy certainly is, he surprises you in the ring. Yes, he's obviously strong. Yeah, he's got the meat.
The meat man.
He's got some high flying stuff too. I mean, he's got a really nice blend. His offense is pretty entertaining. Great pick by you. For me, I'm going back to my roots, man. It's Chris Jericho. It was so nice to see this side of Jericho come out tonight. I've enjoyed some of the humor and some of the fun that we've experienced with Jericho over the last few months. Obviously, the Orange Cassidy feud was quite a long time in that, and it was always funny and entertaining. And we had to see Jericho take a bath in some orange juice and champagne. Bubbly. Sorry, I should have.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah, what was I thinking? I said champagne. That was wrong. But I loved seeing Jericho and Hager go out there and get a nice clean win,
clean
win against SCU, and I loved the overall intensity that I got out of the Inner Circle. Right, obviously it's really fun and it's entertaining to see these guys joke around and have a good time and have some of the antics that we've seen of late with MJF, but just given the amount of talent that is in that group. From the get-go, the Inner Circle has been my favorite, as far as the stable in all of AEW.
Yeah.
For them the amount of talent that this group has, for them to finally go at it and go and be serious again, and to really, I think, showcase that they're phenomenal wrestlers, and there's something that it's very not that long ago when Jericho was our world champion.
Yeah. True.
There is a side to Jericho and the Inner Circle that should be feared. If we forget, go back and watch, Trent and Chuck Taylor, the best friends, go against Santana and Ortiz in that street fight, right? In that parking lot brawl, right? These guys, Jake Hager, right? Jake Hager's a legit MMA badass. Now, how often do we talk about Wardlow on this show and what a muscle bound badass he is, right? That dude is a freak of nature and a talent that truly is like on the rise.
Muscle
right?
tits.
Not to mention, big muscle tits. Not to mention MJF, right? Who is one of the more conniving, stab you in the back type of heels that we have not seen in a long time. Somebody who seems to genuinely enjoy seeing other people fail. So I loved seeing the Inner Circle tonight come back and kind of make a statement fresh off the heels of Vegas. They must have got all the fun out of them at Vegas, and now that they're ready, now that they got all the partying out of them, they're ready to take business seriously. I love that. I love seeing that side of the Inner Circle. I'd love to see that going forward. These guys are incredible on the screen. Anytime that you get to put them on screen, I'm all for it. They're entertaining as hell, but it was a good reminder tonight, I think, that they can still get it done in the ring.